In a crowd of dead people.
It's gonna sound weird if I say I was kind of hoping to die, because it would have been neat.
Just for the explosion.
I think Rune's gonna step out of the dead body pile. Like, just a little bit away. Somewhere they can go sit down exhausted once again.
Frank will look for the body of the woman.
Yeah, you find the corpse of the woman on the ground.
Are you okay, Frank?
I'm good.
I'll be right back, gotta be.
Okay.
What the fuck was that
Joy.
coming out of you?
And I'm gonna go over to Rune. Are you okay too?
Rune gives you an exhausted thumbs up.
That's good. Good.
Coming out of me, what was that coming out of you?
What?
And I look over to Deborah, and he probably looks like he's not hurt at all. So I'm just gonna ignore him.
It's hard to tell. All you can see is armor, really.
Drake goes for it, trying to teach a skeleton to aim a crossbow.
I got. What are you doing?
You try to teach the skeleton sort of to hold it correctly, but every time you just sort of put it into the posture of proper aiming, it just, as soon as you let go, it just kind of lets go again, and the crossbow drops to its side.
How's it holding
Archie,
him?
listen to
Where's
Draco.
muscles?
And at this point, Draco, you notice that the warforged you got out of the monolith, he's not here.
We brought it with us.
Draco did.
Anyway, back to asking Frank what the fuck was up with him.
What did you say, Rusty?
No, we're asking Frank what the fuck is wrong with him.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, the what the fuck was coming out of you was an in-character question. Was Frank's response in character?
Yeah?
In that case, Rune looks at you, what? Oh, you mean the, it's a tradition, or a path taught by my people sometimes about channeling latent magic. It's a way of focusing. Why do you bleed whatever the hell that was?
Frankly?
Oh god.
I have no idea. My blood has never done this before. I would like to point out I did the finger guns when I left.
Well, it seems mighty useful.
See, this is why you don't go messing in weird obelisks made by bloodthirsty people.
Well, this just seems like a benefit, so maybe we should dwell some more.
Did you just sass me?
Was that in character?
Yeah, sure.
Oh.
It was kind of like a smile, though. Rune seemed more like Rune's amused, not like, how dare you sass me. Rune just seemed really amused by the concept of Frank sassing someone. And then Rune will begrudgingly get up and sat down long enough. It's fine.
You see Devon step ahead towards the numerous crates stacked in front of the burning house.
Oh yeah, there's a house on fire, isn't there?
It appears these ruffians have secured a veritable stockpile of supplies here.
And you see him going through some of the chests, just sort of ripping them open, even though many of them are nailed shut. They don't seem to be an obstacle to him just cracking them right open.
What food, too? We could secure these for Aramis. We'll probably speed up our efforts into the dark, especially after losing so much progress. Obviously, it could lead to a bit of a shortage here in the town. Still, something to consider.
Maybe we can come to a compromise between us, take just what we need and leave enough, or, leave enough for the people and take whatever is extra. I don't think we should leave an already disadvantaged people to be even more disadvantaged, especially given how many people they've lost to that fucking thing, and now with this whole roughy business and one of their houses are burning. I think they can use all the help they can get.
He makes sort of a head scratch gesture, even though obviously through the armor he can.
So, half?
We can talk about it with them, maybe. I'm sure the leader will know how much they need.
No, that's what you meant. No, I'll just bring it up with Aramis when they arrive. I guess we can just leave them in the street for now. Suppose most of the thugs have been taken care of. Though I feel like this town is pretty much all thugs.
Hey,
Anyway, did you secure somewhere to stay? We too are quite exhausted from the days of marching.
I have a tavern. Or an inn, I suppose. It's kind of both. We stayed in before. And also, these people are doing their best, so...
Wait, did he say you two look quite exhausted, or did he say that they are quite exhausted from traveling?
They are quite exhausted as well.
It's a both.
Okay.
After that admonishment, Rune will just nod their head forward and start, I guess, leading them to the tavern place.
I don't mean to alarm anyone, but James is gone.
Who?
The big
You
metal
mean
man?
Robert?
Robert. That was it. Robert. I renamed him.
Can't even fucking remember the name of the fucking metal pet that you got.
The name is less important than the fact that he's missing.
Well, maybe... Wow, it sounds like a you problem, doesn't it?
I really felt like you would take issue with that.
Because he seems so dangerous.
No, that is a fair point.
I
Right,
mean,
well, I'm
he's
gonna
bound
go
to
look for
shut down eventually out here.
Well, that's just
Hopefully
me.
sooner than later.
What did you say?
Which one of us?
And before the second exchange, Rusty was about to
Two.
say something.
I don't think I was.
Sounded like you were saying that you were going somewhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna go
see.
look for him. Anyone care to join me? And I'll like turn around to the greater group.
Yeah, I mean,
Join
I
for
make
what?
sure that
Just sit
Telsa
back.
is okay, and then I'm gonna follow him.
I'll come with
She's
him.
fine.
Rune will come with Draco.
Can I get some context?
But she keeps getting kicked out of the server.
Yeah.
Well, let's not Telsa. You are getting kicked out of the server, actually.
Context for what he did.
Join Draco for what?
Finding Robert.
Robert's missing.
Oh.
Actually, if, Delirium's going with him, I'm too tired for this. I don't want to fucking deal with Robert. No, I'm not going. Fuck it. I'll give Draco a pat on the shoulder and tell him good luck and continue to lead everyone else to the tavern.
Robot man?
Yeah.
Delirian also looks like he's falling asleep while standing, but...
Okay, so you head towards the tavern, and where does the search group go?
I guess back to the monolith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll join for that.
So you kind of split up only to then go the same way anyways.
I think we just go the same ways and then split up. Actually,
So
Rin
you
wants
feel
to...
like all of you feel a little awkward as you walk alongside each other, even though you kind of said you were gonna split. Just for a moment. Because guess who you see on the bridge walking slowly, like very slowly towards the
Robert.
monolith.
Oh, thank God.
James.
You take
William.
Take back your parents'
Stefano.
pets.
He's not a pet.
He's basically a pet.
He can talk.
Oh boy, because that's such a distinction in a world like this.
It is for a pet.
Whatever.
You can talk.
Call
I
me a
guess
pet,
I'll
I
catch up
fucking
with
dare
him, 'cause
you.
no one-
Come on, Frank, do it.
I was saying that to Draco.
Okay, good.
Right, and I'm a person.
He killed me.
Nice.
Big.
Well, you catch up to him and he's just walking straight towards the monolith.
Robert.
I'm not gonna
As
follow.
you step sort of in front of him, he just sort of turns his head.
I go fix.
There's plenty of things to fix where we're going.
Where did you
We go.
Right, come with us.
Draco.
Come with.
And he sort of like awkwardly turns on the spot and just...
Come.
Where am I?
Well.
We're going on a mission. And on that mission we're going to find lots of constructs like you and the people you were trying to fix. So if you come with us, you could fix a lot of them.
I fix.
Yeah, that's right.
Draco.
What?
I understand that you have some sort of attachment to this thing, but it can't move fast enough to keep up with us. It's not a I'm saying this not as no matter what I feel or how much I hate whatever made it, it can't keep up with us. And we can't afford to go slow enough for it to. We have a job to do that is more important than that.
I could upgrade it. I could get its legs faster.
And I know I probably seem paranoid, but have you thought about if that dragon was loyal to him, maybe this thing could have been too. And if we're going to look for what we might be looking for, just think about it.
No, I get it,
Do you?
but the dragon loyalty could have been rerouted, right?
So what?
So if this thing's damaged, then I can get in its head and get it to be our companion in the fight.
I know that you're not going to listen to me, and that I can't and won't stop you from doing whatever you're going to do, as far as this. So, you can get it working well enough to come with us, and the others are fine with you bringing it with us by the time we leave. I won't stop you from bringing it. But I do want you to think at least about the consequences, not just, for, what the rest of us, but also for you.
If he turns on us, I'll let you put him down.
Alright. We're gonna offer a hand, it's like a peace offering, truce, handshake.
You will handshake her hand.
Nice.
How strong is Rune's grip?
I'm not gonna break
So
his
great.
hand. It's firm,
His hand
but
shatters.
it's not like I'm crushing his bones.
Okay, just checking.
Intentionally not painful.
Good.
but firm enough to be like serious.
Yeah, boy.
As they shake hand and lean in and go, and I'll pronounce your husband and whatever.
Oh my god.
Ouch. But also
Husband and
accurate.
everything.
You got so much sense.
How loud was that?
Nah, I don't. It's not in character, but I just.
Damn it! I had a funny response.
He was standing far away from you anyway.
Yeah, it doesn't fit Frank.
I'll go back
To
to
do that
them
currently.
and leave Draco alone with his pet, and then I'll go back and continue meeting people. Actually, I want to try and find the on the way to the cavern. I'm gonna keep an eye out for like the mayor leader person. I don't know what the title was. I want to keep an eye out for her or like soldier people. Guards.
No.
The word is guards.
The lone guard survivor just sort of stands in the middle of the square, looking up at the top of the monolith somewhere.
Oh, then I won't go back to them. I'll go up to him. From Draco instead of going back to the group. I'm gonna approach, like, slowly-ish. Like, I don't want to startle him, but also, yeah. Is he just staring at it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna speak as I. It's haunting, isn't it?
It's so huge.
Yeah. It's foolish to ask if you're all right, but are you gonna be?
I wonder how long it took to build it.
Probably quite a while, and it's impressive in its own horrible way.
It's remained standing for so long. But then we built the town, and in a matter of days, what we've built is just
It sort of just makes a motion as if scattering it in the wind.
I know it feels like that, and you're right, your town has lost a lot, but this is also a chance to rebuild better, stronger than you were before. I mean, it'll take time. Your town has been wounded as your people have been wounded, and wounds take time to heal, and it's important to recognize that, but it's only truly lost if you give up on fixing it. Anything can be rebuilt.
But then, where do we start? Where do I start?
With what you have left. If not your friends, you have your life. You have your people. Rely on them. Your people, regardless of how well you knew them before, are the remnants of what you had. All of the people you knew who died in there died to protect your people, died for the dream of your people living still. And you still have that. You still have them with you, even if they're not here physically. So we're gonna like gently reach out and like pat their shoulder and then like poke them in the chest, like where their heart would be, gently, and say, you have them and the dreams that they had here. So you start with your people.
He nods at you slowly, while his gaze keeps wandering towards the monolith.
I'll leave you to think, but I'll be in the tavern inn later if you ever need someone to talk to while I'm here. I understand a thing or two about what you might be going through, so. Or if you just want to drink, hell, that's what I'll be doing.
What do the others do in the meantime?
Waiting,
Just
Going
waiting.
to the tavern.
waiting for some.
Yeah, go tavern, sleep.
Yeah, tavern.
Fix Robert. More important.
I fix him
Okay,
now.
well, how do you intend to fix Robert?
Alright, I need you to lie down for me. Because I need to take a look at your legs so you can be faster.
In the middle of just the cold plaza, Robert just kind of turns in like a half circle and then just kind of sits down and then lets himself fall backwards with his legs still angled.
Oh. God. Right.
And he dies.
There you go. I'm just gonna take a look at his legs and see what's wrong with them.
Well, I mean, the legs don't appear to be in disrepair. Give me an investigation roll.
Is Melody assisting me in some way?
Can I?
Well, for you it'd be a completely different role because
Whoops.
you are an actual expert on Warforged.
Oh, yeah.
Got a 12.
I'm an expert.
You should be doing this.
I will.
Oh,
Oh. What do I roll?
what did you roll, Draco?
Got a 12.
Well, I mean, it doesn't appear that they are physically damaged in any way. And Melody, please give me an intelligence roll. Just looking up. Is there anything that makes more sense? You can do investigation if it changes anything.
Oh, it does. That's a 21 with investigation.
Well then, why is everyone going live?
Freya can't get on.
I need option.
Okay. Alright.
I need
Okay.
options.
Can everyone still hear
Okay.
me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Discord, fucking liar.
Okay.
Here you go.
So
Option.
it starts. Oh my god. So you understand that Warforged are a little bit more complicated than any other type of magical machinery. Because Warforged are essentially living metal at the end of their quote-unquote production. You know that you can also not just take a Warforged apart like any other construct. It would be like, ripping off someone's rib cage equivalent if you were to like open a Warforged up. Unless they are magically deactivated beforehand. Which, is sort of a very intrusive way of shutting them down. With the hopes that upon restarting them, they still function. Which used to work without fail before the collapse, but with the disruption of the ley lines, it's never quite sure when you power a magical machine down, if it's ever gonna turn back on again.
They're like magical machines and stuff. Do they run forever, or do we need like to recharge them somehow?
Well, they require arcane energy like fuel, and if the arcane energy that's available to them runs out or gets disrupted, they turn off. So either you supply arcane energy in form of battery, or if you're a druid, you, for example, you'd summon it from nature around you. Because in and of itself, arcane energy is inherent in everything, but it can also get drained. So it's not an exact resource that's physically visible, like a tank of fuel, for example. For creatures made out of living metal, like Warforged are, it's almost similar to a limp, almost, what this Warforged seems to be doing. And you're not quite sure if it's an issue with the Warforged's quote-unquote core, his being, that's broken, or if it's something with his legs, but physically it seems like they are not damaged.
That's a bit complicated. I'm not sure safely fix him.
So, Draco, what are your ideas for fixing him? The more creative ideas you have, the lower the DC gets for the
fantastic.
following intelligence roll.
Okay. So, what I want to do is I want to get some metal from. I could scavenge some off the ballista, or if I just have some, I'll use that.
There's a lot of scrap and such available from the
Yeah.
monolith. You've
I-
left quite a bit of it behind.
I would like to make supporting systems for his legs in the same way my armor does for me, because my armor increases my movement speed by 5 feet, so it's very nice.
That's exactly what I was thinking you would go for. So please give me
I also want to infuse 2 on stones into it.
intelligence roll
Sure.
and a sleight of hand check.
Okay.
I'm disappointed.
This, by the way, is going to take
In
like
what?
Menace is the intelligence.
a few hours. So what
Okay,
do the
so-
others do while Draco is working away?
What time of day is
Go
it?
to the tavern.
Well, it's hard to tell. By looking at the golden fields,
I have key
you
mine.
can see that well, there's no light shining on the golden field, so you'd think it's
I-
about
I have a clock in my head.
5 hours. Do you have an actual clock in your head that counts hours?
You know how many hours until the next sunrise or sunset?
Yeah,
Because-
that's what key mine is.
Yes, but Keymind, I think, works largely off of not being underground for weeks.
He has a clock in his head that keeps the timers so his heart beats properly. Mechanical heart.
So at this point, you can very easily tell that it is early evening.
Okay. I'll stay in the sister then.
Cool. Should it be, instead of sleight of hand, a tinker's tool check? Or a smith's tool check? That feels
Give me Tinkerer's tool check. Yeah.
instead of sleight of hand, or just as
Yes,
well.
instead of sleight of hand.
Okay. So the intelligence was a 15, and the Tinker's tools. Which skill would I be using? Would it be dexterity?
That is a good question. I would say yes.
Dexterity. Okay.
It's more of a finesse thing, less
Yeah.
of a force thing.
So 15
Can I-
intelligence, 14 Tinkers.
And can I, like, help and give you advantage?
Do you assist in the
Yeah.
crafting of the thing? Okay.
Okay, that makes... Oh, that's way better. So that makes the intelligence a 24 and the Tinkers a 22. Thank you, Melody.
Brains over here.
Big brains, big brains.
You should have just built one of those, you know, real old train track carts where you just pump it. And just
On
connect
which
these-
rails? Frank?
Well, you don't need
give it time.
rails for it.
We'll just make a go-kart. and
I
then
think
attach
rails
Robert to it.
are like a fundamental part of trains.
No. You just make a cart that's like powered by the pumping, and then
How?
you don't
With
actually
like
need. I don't know how
Yeah,
exactly it's made,
although-
but
What is it pushing off of then?
the ground.
so
What
what
do
do you do if you try to get through a forest?
Cry.
You just
Okay,
push
you
harder.
have giant saw blades on the
Push
front.
hard.
They cut through everything.
Draco just sits on the front and just maneuver and has like a steering wheel, and he just
So you
like
just want to
drives in
build like a
between.
combine that
Yes, combine harvester.
And then we put armor on it and a gun. Then we have
what does everyone else do during
When I'm
this
done with
time?
my conversation, I'm gonna go back because I know that doesn't take hours. So I want to move my
Yeah,
thing,
you
whatever.
just you see Melody and Draco just
I just sigh
there's
and
just a
leave
bunch
them.
of scrap now accumulated while Draco's welding pieces together. Melody's running off into the monolith, carrying out more pieces of scrap.
I want to talk to Telsa. Whenever she's a little bit away from the others.
just for ease. Frank is
She'll
just really
just head to the
exhausted.
tavern and sit down at that table.
Same.
Yeah, Frank's just really exhausted. He would just go to tavern and go to sleep.
I'm just gonna join Telsa on the table.
I hate.
I'm guessing we don't
Something
need
you
to
were saying.
pay for the tavern now.
Well, I mean, doesn't seem like there's a barkeep right now.
Yeah.
Okay, in that case, I'll go behind the bar and start
Alright.
pouring
Tell us behind the
drinks.
bar. I'm getting alcohol.
Just start pouring drinks.
I'll leave a
Like, is there an actual bar? I can see it in the
Gold
map.
piece.
Oh,
for it though.
I'm looking for the lower part of the bar.
Oh, that's the... Okay, that's the
That's
first
top
floor.
part.
Second floor. and-
Frank will then grab
America,
a
I
tankard
guess.
of ale and then go to a bed.
I'll leave a gold piece
Just
or two for
give
the
him one as he
alcohol we're
passes by.
drinking.
Just sort of holds out his hand, you put it in his hand, and just walks past, straight upstairs. He doesn't, he just chugs it and just falls straight into wind.
Perfect. That's a small tavern.
Mhm. It's
I
for the
guess I'll check-
halflings.
I'll check in with a Hira, group of Hira at some point, I guess, too. It's too much socializing for them.
I guess dwarf character in the malicious campaign is leeching over. Bravo.
Deep in their heart, in D&D, everyone is racist.
Mhm. So Telsa is behind the counter now, behind the bar.
Yeah.
I put her there. And Dularian is sitting on at the bar on one of the stools.
Where's the bar? I'm at the bar too. Fuck it. No, let's group it here. I'm getting a drink first, and then I'll go fucking talk. No, I'll talk to them now. Ugh. Sucks.
Is that your final answer?
Being responsible sucks.
You're just really changing your mood as you change your form, don't you?
Yes. Stability isn't a character trait I possess in any form. Fucking entropy personified.
Devil gives you an acknowledging nod as you walk towards the table. He's just sort of standing in the middle of the room like a piece of furniture. He's not really mingling or sitting at any of the tables.
Mm-hmm. Just Salvain want to go first because he was like.
Oh, it's fine. It's perfect because
Okay.
that just means Rune is away from Telsa, so he can talk to her.
Ooh, getting spicy.
Damn, I know
Yeah,
you're
real
good.
telling off.
Okay, well then I'll go first, I guess. We're gonna articulate. You guys holding up alright?
The brother of Devon, who stands right next to you, just turns around and had some losses among them, eh? Nothing too big to worry about.
What did he say in the first sentence?
Had some losses among the way.
Bruno scrunched their nose at the sentiment that it doesn't matter that people got lost. It looks kinda like that's weird to hear, but it just doesn't comment on it. That's really unfortunate. I'm sorry about that.
He just sort of shrugs. It's fine. Got to kill some stuff.
Right.
Man,
You said that you'd run into trouble or sabotage or something. What exactly happened?
Well, we came down to main shaft in the Downs, up at Godstone, and then we headed straight for the Meon encampment. You know those guys, the
Mhm.
spell singers. I think they had a deal of some sort with Aramis, and they have like a way down. And when we arrived, there wasn't any Meon. It was just some. What were those things again, Devor?
Well, they were ghouls and some sort of spectre I hadn't seen before. But, yeah, no, there was no bodies or anything. We don't really know what happened there. We just know that, well, they weren't there. So, there was no reason for us to stay there.
I'm sorry, but it just hit me that voice is really familiar.
Shut up.
Was
Good old Lich.
It's not quite there. Like a little bit off.
that's not very nice. Anyway, sorry. Was there
My name is Sonorous.
There you go.
was there weird rain going on at the time?
Rain? Don't remember. Do you? I don't remember any rain. No. I mean, it was dark, but I think I'd have remembered rain. I mean, the ground was kind of wet, but I mean, it wasn't raining when we were there.
It's a little odd. Maybe it's just us then. But your way through is sabotaged, and that's why you came here. Am I understanding that right?
To be honest, we didn't really know how they were gonna get us down. So, I mean, we didn't see like a mine shaft, or we searched that place for like solid few hours. We didn't find anything. So, whatever they were supposed to show us or take us down there just wasn't there, I think. Maybe they just, fucked off. Yes, possibility.
What? Who wouldn't love random people by other monarchs into their territory? So what's the plan now? We all just go down together. Is that it?
Well, I mean, right now I think we're just waiting for the Aramis, right? Yeah. I mean, we sent word. Should be here in either a few hours or maybe tomorrow. I don't think they'll take until the day after. After all, they're in more of a rush than we are, I think. I mean, I guess if we're in Monolith, there's a way down. We'll take it together and then split up again. There's also a slight issue we have that we need to take care of first.
Wow, this is a fucking shit show, isn't it?
I mean, I've been in the war. I've seen worse. But, could be better.
Right, well, let's hope another war doesn't start. See you later then, I guess. Then Rune will go get alcohol. Now that we've been responsible.
In the meantime, does Arid actually stand where he stands?
Yeah.
Just stare him down until he leaves.
Because I just have to decide if I want to talk to her directly or if I use my telepathy.
Well, it looks like he's sort of just picking at one of your skeletons.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let him do that. I'm gonna
Picking or hitting?
picking. I'm just gonna use telepathy on Telsa.
Okay.
So, Telsa, you know some magic, right?
Yes.
You have any experience with spirits and stuff?
Not particular. Why are you asking?
Because you know about the one within me, right?
Yes.
Ever since we fought that creature that was made out of swords, my spirit has been afraid to come out. It's like a child that's lying there curled in the back of my mind, not daring to move anymore. And I don't know what to do.
It is concerning. Well, you're the expert.
Expert is an interesting word.
You at least know more than me.
Yeah, I was just hoping. I don't know. You're the only one I can actually talk to about this.
Sorry, I can't help you.
Oh, that's fine. I guess it's gonna be fine, I hope. Might just take some time.
Maybe it's just really scared. We never had something
Yeah,
like that happen.
probably. I mean, it was about to get swallowed. But
Mm.
how can you calm down an afraid spirit? And yeah, he just looks like he's pondering and just thinking about what to do. But doesn't talk anymore.
Maybe drink?
Fixes everything.
I mean,
Just pours her a glass. Like, puts
I
a
mean,
glass in
sure,
front of
why
him.
not? And he trusts her to give him something. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
After.
your selection is rather limited, but there's a few sweet wines that you could probably mix, possibly with some other ingredients you have there. There's the classic ale. There's actually some pretty high quality barrels in the back, but it's not like you have a great selection of spirits you can just choose from.
Yeah. This is one of the high quality, the
Which one?
Good
good
beer.
one.
Okay. And he takes a huge sip and starts coughing really hard. I thought you knew. I hated alcohol.
I laugh at him as I approach. For alcohol. We'll
Well.
laugh at Delirian. He fucking jokes. Red
Why-
tells you to
Why
find
are you
something.
what are you laughing about?
You. Not used to it.
No. This is one of the things I don't want to get used to.
Something wrong with drinking.
Yeah, but with coughing.
The coffin usually doesn't accompany it once you're experienced enough. I mean, unless it's really bad, but sometimes you cough no matter what, but I think in your case it might just be experience.
Keep trying. Keep. Just refuses.
He just takes another sip and starts coughing again.
The skeletons drink anything? No, okay.
No.
So Draco and Melody,
Yes.
your work is grueling for a couple of hours, and though you have a rough idea from your own armor how to make these legs, it's hard fitting them around the legs of something so large, as well as you know how your armor works, how it responds to your movement, but with the sort of limping way that this Warforged moves, it's kind of hard to balance the movement of this leg assistant, so it doesn't just topple him over every time he tries to take a step. After a few hours of work, though, you are finished, and well, you're pleased with the results, though still kind of weirdly limping like a unfinished robot would. It moves at a regular speed, like a normal person would. The only issue you could see would be if you were to face difficult terrain. You're not quite sure how you would handle that. But so far, you've succeeded in your endeavors.
So if we get him up on his feet, about what speed can he move?
He can move at regular human speed.
Yes! Victory. Well, thank you a lot for helping with that.
Now you just switch his head with the one of the dragon and he can, like, spit fire.
So you want to take the head of a construct and put it on a living construct.
Hey, Dolarian is not the one who knows about this stuff. He's just... no, just kidding.
Well, it's
You
not
could
like
just attach
Lego.
it to his chest.
Right, well, I guess that's done. If you want to go inside, I'm gonna try to make something. And if it works, I'd be very happy.
You talking to me or to Robert?
To you. But also, hi, yes, Robert.
I'm excited.
What was that you cut out for me?
I think
Eh. Hold up, just testing something. Okay, never mind. Stop shouting. Goddamn.
yeah.
Okay.
Now I'll go to the tavern.
Would you take Robert with you?
Sure, I can do that.
Thank you very much.
Come along, Robert.
Where?
To the tavern inn.
We go fix?
Sure.
Okay.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo. Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
So do you like walk ahead of Robert and have him follow you, or?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you walk about 20 feet when you notice that Robert just kind of stops moving and then turns around, begins walking towards the monolith.
Draco.
Yep.
I think he has some memory problems too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, but I don't know how to fix them.
I think we should maybe just let him remain in the monolith for now.
I am far too determined to get this man on our side.
Might have
I
to
mean, we
track
can
him.
eventually get him on our side. It doesn't need to today.
But when are we going to return here? Once we've left. Could be a while.
Don't die.
God.
Don't die.
Hmm.
You sound like
Survive.
Dolarian drinking alcohol.
Eventually, we'll need supplies, so I'd imagine we might come back here sooner than later.
But I don't see what good that would do. Because he'd just have the same problems again. He'd just be pushing it back. That's not really a solution.
No, as it is, he just keeps going back on his own.
I mean,
20
maybe it's like an association thing, where that's what he remembers. So that's what he goes to. Maybe once it's out of sight, he won't try and go back. Or maybe he'll associate us as sort of his own.
Being the expert that I am, how plausible does that sound? I
Like that?
think he died.
Mr. DM.
Well, this type of behavior is so unusual, it's really hard to tell unless you, like, test it.
Alright, so it's not usual Warforged behavior.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
Not in your experience.
Well, for now, I think maybe you should take him with you, because I really need to rest.
I'll
Alright.
probably put him on a leash.
I continue to the tavern.
I will spend however long it takes creating and then infusing my homunculus as one of my artificer infusions.
Ooh. What's the front door of this
Infusion was long rest, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Is creating your homunculus different thing? Is that like a separate thing?
I think that would be down to you.
Let me see.
You learn each command is actually creating. Okay, so you infuse an item which becomes the heart of the creature, and then the creature's body instantly forms. And I'm going to make a cat-sized dragon.
Right, hold up.
Cute little dragon.
I think I misrolled it. I don't care. There you go. That's your homunculus.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What a good little guy.
Guess who's a good boy?
You're a good boy.
Who are you?
So I'm guessing, unless anyone else is doing anything, you're going for your long rest.
Yeah.
Then let's do.
After drinking one whole cup of alcohol with Rune, I'm gonna pass out probably.
Did you just pass out at the bar?
Yeah, just before I pass out, I just stumble back to bed and just with complete armor and stuff, I just fall into the bed, I guess.
By the way, T minus skeletons is 12 hours after you rest.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know. And now I'm gonna call a 5-minute pee break because I really need to pee.
Can we do that a little bit longer? Like a 20-minute break or something?
You wanna take a break now?
Yeah, I would like to have it, yeah.
Okay. Anyone object?
No.
No, I just
No.
loaded into the game.
You can stay in the game.
I mean,
Bad.
there's
I need to
things
go
that
get
I wanna
ice
do
anyway.
before people wake
Yeah.
up.
Okay, then see ya in a couple minutes.
That's
So-
some sketchy stuff.
No, we can take. Wait, what?
Just so no, break or no break?
Right.
Break. Well, either way, I need to go pee.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking detach my jaw with an axe. I swear.